G'day folks, welcome to Big VTV. Great to have you with us. VYC women and VYC men, and we've said it 1,000 times on this show. How many shows have we done this season?
I'm kind of new to the VYC thing, so...
I don't know, five times 18.
Just the off-camera conversations.
Oh, you didn't want to hear that one.
Anyway, VYC women, hey, congratulations. First week of finals in VYC women.
Unbelievable.
Cracking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there in the world. There's plenty of people out there. There's a lot of people out there who I reckon about 6, 8, 10 months ago didn't know how the whole VYC women and men thing was going to work out. Of course, we had clubs coming in from D-League. It's
been fantastic.
How on earth could you possibly, any rhyme or reason, how on earth could you possibly have anything negative to say with what we've seen this season? It has been phenomenal. A positive for Victorian basketball.
Absolutely.
For the clubs out there, for the young 23 and under players. Massive thumbs up to everyone involved. Not just a Big V thing. It's about everyone that's made it possible, everyone that's brought it together, and everyone that's executed. The VYC men and women's teams, their execution has been sensational. Massive thumbs up. I reckon this competition has been extraordinarily popular, good, positive. I can't say
it all.
I think the crowds at the finals on the weekend backed that up.
Really good.
Under 23 finals, it was sensational.
Yeah.
Just awesome. Some great games played.
VYC women, Knox 54 defeated Ballarat 52. I was the only one of the three of us last week that tipped Ballarat to win. I didn't get it right.
Looked good for most of the game.
I came within a whisker.
Well, I was at this one.
Tell us all about it, young man.
Look, it was a good game. The first half, Ballarat looked pretty well in control. Bronzy Clark, their point guard,
35 to 22.
Yeah, at half time.
And the Rat were up.
Yes, and they were playing really well, and they were getting easy shots. And Knox just looked, a little bit stale. But the second half, Knox came out at half time with a renewed sense of enthusiasm on the defensive end.
Changed their strategy?
Look, they pressed a little bit on makes, I think, but just their defensive intensity.
Were the 18 players that didn't get picked there supported?
Yeah, they were there. Well, the bench made enough noise. It sounded like there was 18 players playing on the bench, but look, they were up and in, and Ballarat just looked like it just wore them down slowly, and Knox kept coming back, and finally it all,
What do you reckon Robbie Baldwin would have said at half time to his Knox players? Just take us on, because
he's a softly spoken guy.
That's what I'm saying. You do this really well, right? The impersonations that you do around the league are very, very highly regarded. Half time Knox is down. It's on their home floor. It's a cutthroat final. Let's just build it up. All right. Robbie's got 30 players to choose from. He's picked his 12 that he wanted to go with. They're down 35-22 at half time. Just take us into the Knox rooms. Take us into Robbie Baldwin's halftime speech, because whatever he said worked. Just take us into the rooms at halftime.
Girls, I think you really need to lift your intensity, and if Gabriella Tarabolsi, if you could start enforcing your will in the contest.
He's a quietly spoken man. I reckon
Tarabolsi did that too.
It doesn't sound like he should.
I reckon to be fair, it would have started off like that.
Yeah.
I reckon that would have just escalated at some stage.
But Gabriella, as I said just then, as Robbie said, Gabriella Tarabolsi absolutely influenced the game in the second half. She was nowhere to be seen in the first half. And she just, her presence inside was huge. 14 and 12. Kelly Richardson was her direct opponent. She was making shots as well, 19 and 12.
We should mention, a 2-point game, we should mention what happened there.
Yeah, it was, the scores are tied, 5 seconds to go, and Sammy Council stole the ball, laid it up, and bang, and won. And they won with no time left pretty well.
Well done to the Raiders, and the Rat, certainly not disgraced. The Rat.
They've had a great season.
Great season, the Rat. I like them. Sandringham 70 defeated Eltham 41. Nathan, tell us all about this game.
Well, we can't.
There was no statistics.
No.
What? No one did anything in this game.
No.
I think there was.
How'd they come up if there was no statistics?
There was an issue with the computer, and we're waiting for Sandringham to send the EXP file through. Hopefully, by the time this airs, we have something, because we were supposed to get something sent.
Well, here's what I can tell you from this game. Perrott didn't play.
Yep.
Sandringham.
Perry Cocker.
Yep.
And
Perry Cocker.
That's Melbourne.
Perry plays for Melbourne. Perrott.
Shannon.
Parade.
I reckon it's Perrott.
The great one, Alana Gadsby.
She had a good one.
Bang, ripped him.
Yeah, she
Ripped him. Cassie,
very good.
Cassie Stockton, very good.
She had double.
First half, she was very good. Well held in the second half,
Right,
I believe, from what I've been told.
Good form, the Sabres.
I said it last week. I've been saying it for weeks. Sandringham are the real deal.
Yeah,
Keep an eye on them. I think
No
they're
doubt
going.
about
I think
that.
they're going to make the grand final. Ringwood 78 defeated Nunawading 73.
He was there.
You were there.
Great game.
We said last week, if Ringwood's
Great
guards get up and play well, Ash Stainer 26, Shelley Molten 13, Kate Spillane 10 and 8. There's the three guards we mentioned last week. Gemma Bowmeister 11 and 10, the big centre for Ringwood. And Nez Lee 31.7 still is very good. Celeste Fletcher 13 and 21 for Nunawading. Tell us about it.
Ringwood would keep pushing it out to 12, 14, and then Nunawading would get back to within 5 or 6, and then Ringwood would push it out. Nunawading threw everything they had at them, and Nez Lee was just incredible to watch.
How old is she?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
She doesn't look that old.
She's not that old.
But the battle between her and Ash Stainer was just bloody awesome to watch. There was a huge crowd there. It was great to see all the Nunawading Siebel girls and the Ringwood Championship girls there watching the game, cheering them on. And Nunawading in the last quarter actually got back within about 2 or 4 points, and they looked like they had all of the momentum. And then Ash Stainer just settled her team down, got to the basket hard a couple of times, and
Class act.
Do you reckon Melbourne wish they still had Ash Stainer in their program?
I think Melbourne wish they
She's
had
a
a lot of
Melbourne
players.
girl.
I think they wish they had him in their champ team.
Oh, that's a fair point too, actually.
Going to make a bit of a comment about Ringwood, give them a bit of love, the Hawks.
Okay, go.
This is a club, I think it was in 2010 maybe, where they didn't win a game for the season. If you would have said back then that Ringwood Hawks would be knocking Nunawading, who are a traditional girls' powerhouse, out of the youth competition finals, people would have laughed at you.
Maybe top 4.
Yeah, and you know what? That's taking away nothing from Nunawading. They were very good, but God, Ringwood have done well this year. Sam Belt has just been fantastic with the positivity he's shown.
Well, they've brought in a very good player in Ash Stainer for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
So she's come from outside the program, she's a great player. But the other thing is, they've had a group of girls that have come through
That's
together,
right,
they've
yep.
built together, and that's the key to success at this level.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you're not chopping and changing every year with that 18 to 20, 21 bracket, if you've got girls that progress or players that progress through,
Together.
it works.
And I think the exciting thing is for Ringwood that most of the girls in this team over the next few years, I think, will progress into their state champ side.
Hopefully, that would be the goal.
And I reckon they can.
They're up for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a great game. Really enjoyed it.
Dandenong 91 defeated Bulleen 50, one-way start to finish. The Corker had 15 and 8, Georgie Lovelace 16 and 7, Bridget Deary 13 points, Gemma 5 14.
Yeah, this one was done pretty
What we
quickly.
expected, wasn't it?
I saw this game.
Yep.
I reckon Dandenong, if they wanted to, could have kept Bulleen.
Second half was
could
a
have
little bit-
kept Bulleen under 40 and scored
Yeah.
over 100 themselves if they wanted
They're
to.
very good.
They just rotated their bench. I didn't expect anything less than that sort of margin. The difference between the two.
I think that's fair.
Bulleen's made the finals. They'll get experience out of it. That's good for them. The young kids, they've been in that environment now. That'll help them in the future. But that absolutely signifies the difference between these two teams.
Dandenong is sensational.
Yeah.
Very well drilled.
Man, they
Just-
are good.
They're very good.
I reckon what you've just said there is why they're going to win a title.
Yep.
They are exceptionally well drilled.
Yep.
Everyone on the
Yeah.
same page. They know what they're doing. They know where they're running. Their press and their defence is phenomenal.
Yep.
Man, they're going to win it.
Yeah.
I've got no doubt
No, of
after
course.
seeing them. Semi-finals, here we go. So this is knockout again, or
Yeah.
preliminary finals they're called.
now. Yep.
So they're knockout. Dandenong v Knox, 7 p.m. Saturday down at Dandenong. Round 4, Dandenong 70 defeated Knox 52.
I think you'll see a similar result.
I think you'll see a similar result too.
Yep.
Now, look, Knox were pretty good in the second half, but that pretty good isn't going to beat Dandenong, unfortunately.
Robbie might be quietly spoken. I don't reckon he'll have much to say this week. I think he'll just, get his girls up, go as hard as you can, but I reckon
Just have
Dandenong,
a dip.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I actually think Knox will stay with them for a half.
they may.
Yep. And lose by 20.
A 15.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah, all right.
Semantics. Yeah.
Let's argue over 15-20. Sandringham v Ringwood, 12:30 p.m. Sunday at Cheltenham.
Yep.
Round 12, Ringwood 68 defeated Sandringham 50. That
Yeah,
was
a bit closer than that.
that was at the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
When Ringwood got them by 18.
This is at Sandy.
I'm going Sabres to win.
Gun Hawks.
I'm going Sabres.
They won by
It's
18
gonna be-
last time. Sandringham had all their players playing the last time they met, so maybe Ringwood match up.
This is going to be a belter. This is a really good game, but I think Andy will get him by single figures.
I reckon the Sabres get them at home.
And Hawks
I reckon
just.
the fact
I
that
reckon it's
they're
going to be a
at
great one, though. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a
So I'm going with the Dandenong Sabres grand final. So are you? You're going with the
Dandenong.
Dandenong Ringwood grand final.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. VYC men, Diamond Valley 85 defeated Melbourne 80. Now, what a cracker of a game this was. I saw Trev Lee on Sunday night,
Yep.
and he said, would you have expected anything
No.
less between Diamond Valley
These
and
two bring
Melbourne?
out the best in each other, don't they?
Yeah.
Game went into overtime after Matt Jackson fouled Jack Purchase with 9 seconds to go outside the 3. Now, there was a timeout.
Bit of pressure.
There was a timeout.
Matt Jackson fouled out with that.
He did, he fouled out, yeah.
Yep.
So there's a timeout called by Melbourne, they got the advance. Trevor Lee's telling the story, he got his boys and he said, now fellas, we're 3 points up. Give up a layup. That's fine. Let him go to the basket. Defend beyond the arc, that's fine. Don't let him, jack up the 3. Don't foul. Do not foul. He said Matt Jackson absolutely crunched Jack Purchase. It's one of the biggest fouls you've seen.
Bad.
Anyway,
That's bad.
Matt Jackson fouled out on that.
Oh,
Jack
could have
Purchase
been costly.
Jack Purchase went to the line. How's this? How's this for being a cucumber?
Yeah.
You know what I mean by being
I do.
Cool as cucumber.
Cucumber.
He hit all 3. Bang, bang, bang. Game goes into overtime.
Hitting 3 foul shots with that type of pressure, that just
That's
shows how
big.
talented Jack
Cold-blooded.
Purchase is.
That's
Yeah,
big.
it's good.
53 fouls called in the game. 76 foul shots in the game. Went into OT, so that's
Yeah.
why the
Do
numbers.
you think they get along pretty well, these two sides?
Nicholas Dean, 27 points and 12 rebounds. Trev Lee said Nicholas Dean was unbelievable. Mature,
Yeah.
talented, just did the job that had to be done.
been
for
very
the
good all
Eagles.
year.
He has been.
Yeah.
Joel Bellman, 13 points. Matty Jackson, 12 points. Dayan Vasiljevic, 20. Jack Purchase, 19 and 11 and 5 assists and
What a
3
game.
blocks.
Yeah.
I think the best team won.
Yeah, they did. They did. I think Diamond Valley will be breathing a sigh of relief knowing that Melbourne won't
Yeah.
be there again. They won't have to worry about them again.
Now, this time last week, young man, we said that Sherbrooke, pat on the back for making the finals. We said that Waverley had lost 2 games coming into the finals, and we said Waverley would have had a right grin on their face with their matchup in round 1. What happened?
They just smashed them. They won 110 to 65, basically. I think you were at this game, so you can run us through that one if you want.
Well, the Falcons started 29 to 18. They finished 40 to 16. Where they really, really killed Sherbrooke was on the board, so it was 59 to 29. Matt McCarthy played
Good kid.
awesome.
Really,
play.
we said
I know.
he's going to be the X factor.
He made the blue
was.
carpet on this.
Yeah, he was. He hit 23 points at 92%.
10 of
Missed one
11,
shot.
10 of 11 he hit.
rebounds. Yeah. Dengadell had 25, Kwani had 20 and 12, Elias Kafruni had 14, played very well for Sherbrooke. At half-time it was only 13 points, and probably in a couple of minutes before half-time, Sherbrooke missed 3 or 4 open layups, open shots, so the margin probably should have been 6 or 8 at half-time. But after half-time, Waverley, it was just like wave after wave after wave, and at the end of the game, those guys were still running as quick as what they were at the start of the game.
No, they're a fit bunch.
They were incredible to
They're
watch.
drilled to run for 40 minutes, and they
they-
did just that.
They were just awesome.
Well, who coaches Waverley?
Eric Minot.
Eric Minot.
Eric Manoov, yeah, of course.
And he's very good, and he's very calm and composed on the sidelines,
Yep.
and you can tell the players are playing for him, and yeah, very good, solid
Yep.
team.
Kafruni hit 14 points for Sherbrooke. Waverley, way to run into some form.
Now this game, this is the one I was at.
Tell us all about
This is
it.
an unbelievable game. Knox
No love lost here.
none. Knox 78 went down to Killside 87. The Cobras were without Jackson Brazier and Zach Torlian.
Jackson-
Knox were without David Tomat.
Jackson Brazier,
Yeah. I talked to him before the game.
I think appendicitis.
He got his appendix out.
There
He's
we
out
go.
for the finals.
And Zach Torlian back in America.
Back
come
in
to
college. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
so neither will be back.
Yep. Jacko said he's got a fair bit of stick for the old guitar jives.
He's got
Throughout
a
the
bit,
year.
has he?
Yeah.
Is he all right for the? Jacko doesn't have to get onto stinky tickets and get a ticket.
stickytickets.com.au/big V.
Can you still play guitar with that? Yeah, he should be right.
Without the, well, he doesn't
Yeah.
play guitar with his appendix.
While eating
He
grass.
doesn't rip his
While
appendix
eating
out.
grass. Yeah.
Flops it over there.
Oh, I bet he's up here. Is he okay for the? Well, you saw him and spoke to him. Is he okay?
Yeah,
for
he's
the World
obviously.
Cup?
Yeah,
He's right to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good.
He's already got some songs lined up.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, this is Kyle Adams' game.
Mate, how good is this kid?
Is a freak. Like 25 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Didn't even do him justice.
I don't think we've seen-
Corey Jeffs had 16. Simon Grant had 27 to 7. He was fantastic for Knox. He was like just there all night, a constant force. Dylan Hare was pretty good with 20 and 7, but Kyle
Kyle
Adnan.
show.
Look, first half he did whatever he wanted. He found guys. He, think he had no time left on the shot clock. He created another second and found someone with a pass on the buzzer. Felt like a handful of times. Second half, Knox came out and you could call it close attention. Probably wouldn't be tagged him,
boxing 1, 4 on him, 1 on the other.
pushed him round, physical.
Did they get away with it?
They did for a bit, and then the ref called a couple, and that's slowed down that.
It's all the ref's got to do. That's it. As soon as you see it, call it, it'll stop.
Out. That's right. And look, they were talking to him, trying to get him out of his game, and
Well,
he was just
something.
Kyle, they did, and didn't work though. Kyle was just like
Too good.
He's a
didn't say a damn thing.
He's a blonde-haired surfer boy.
Yeah,
You're not going to knock
He's a
him off
kid.
his game.
No, he was the reason they won. He was it.
And I
It was a fantastic
don't
game.
reckon you're going to see him after next season. He's got to be headed to the States. I think he
I
wants
don't
to go
think
to
he
college.
is. No, he's not going. I don't think he is.
I'm not talking about next year. I'm talking about after that.
After that, he's 19.
Yeah, I think he wants to go to college, doesn't he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he'll be here for next season, but I reckon post that,
Right.
I think his ambition is to go to college.
So we get to see one more year.
I think so.
Awesome.
Good.
Danny on 56, lost to Hawthorn 74. Now, I'll tell you what, this
I'm
is one of
still
the
in
biggest
shock, and it's like 3
upsets.
days later.
I didn't give him a hope.
No.
I'll tell you why. Ben Waldron's big, alright?
No, Ben Waldron is one of the most undersized power forwards you're ever going to see.
Big. He
plays big.
And it's been a couple of times this year when he's played some big teams and he hasn't quite had the influence. Dandenong are one of the biggest teams from top to bottom we see in this competition, and I thought Waldron would struggle. Well, he showed me he had 26 and 12, but he had plenty of help. Jack Barry 14 and 7, Patrick the Pub McBreedy had 14, Kane Ewan had 13-12 for Dandenong, but the Magic started well and they didn't look back. They finished strong.
Before this game started, I was talking to someone and we were like, what percentage chance did you give Hawthorn? I said 0.
I didn't give. We didn't tip him. No one tipped him.
I've seen Hawthorn play. I've seen Hawthorn play a couple of times this season, and they're an alright team. But I've also seen Dandenong when they were very, very, very good.
Yep.
And D-Mac, well done, mate. You got those guys up, and they obviously played hard for him and for each other and for the club. And to get up against Dandenong,
they're all hard, that team.
I can't remember if I tipped him or not, but that's a massive win.
Definitely didn't.
I think I might have gone close to tipping.
Definitely did.
No one would have tipped Hawthorn.
I just want to put this out there because I was at this game.
Yep.
I know it came about by accident, I suppose is the right way to put it. The fact that we had Sunday night games at 6 and 8 o'clock because there was a volleyball tournament. We spoke about that last week.
Yep.
I don't know if it's allowed to happen in the future. I know this might have been a one-off, but way to get the Big V community together. There was so many people from other clubs that came into that game, coaches and players, and I saw Jess and Ash Zalik from Casey. They came across for the game. Trev Lee was there. I just felt like I was saying good day and shaking people's hands non-stop. Whilst I was down there, it was a great
good feature.
It was a really
like a wind-up of the week.
It was good, and I don't know whether it can be something in the future for finals, but if it's allowed, if you can have that sort of 5-6 o'clock game on a Sunday evening,
maybe just a 1 or something.
It was really good. It was well done. Hawthorn were brilliant.
Yeah,
Hawthorn were fantastic. I'll tell you the difference between these two teams from what I saw and what I heard. Hawthorn were like that.
They are like that. They're a clash.
And they're like that in their senior men as well.
It's true.
Dandenong just fragmented at times. And I reckon it cost them. When you see a team run to the change rooms at half time and run back out from the change rooms for the second half, Hawthorn just wanted to go. They wanted to keep going. Their last quarter, I think that 26-15 last quarter, they really felt they could get the game.
They gone crazy.
They shot the lights out in that last quarter.
They were terrific. They ran the floor. They backed each other up. Not only is Benny Waldron a really, really good player, he's a great leader. He communicated with his team the whole time. He was always talking to them in offense, where to put the ball, where to go, when to settle, when to go hard. He is an exceptionally talented young man. And for a guy that clearly plays undersized as a power forward, as I said, I saw Trev Lee. Rates him as one of the best players he's seen. He said this guy just slogs his guts out.
He's got a huge motor.
It was good.
Well done.
It was good. It was great.
Great win.
Here we go. Semi-finals. Diamond Valley Hawthorn 7:30 p.m. Saturday night down at Diamond Valley. Round 13. Diamond Valley 90 defeated Hawthorn 52. That was away. It's knockout.
Yeah.
I reckon Diamond Valley win.
Yeah.
No disrespect to
Played
Hawthorn.
their grand final.
Oh, yeah. I think Hawthorn are going to be very competitive this week. But I reckon Diamond Valley are a pound for pound better team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that the game plan that Diamond Valley implement will be enough. They'll be well scouted. They'll do what they need to do to get over the line here. I think
Well, Trevor Lee saw the whole game. Oh, he had a glass up to the change room doors at half time.
Nice.
Yeah, he would have taken everything down. Don't worry about that.
And look, you know, even if Hawthorn dropped this game, if you would have said at the start of the season they're going to be Final Four,
In the last
many people
four,
would have
yeah.
picked that. So great effort, but I'm with you. I really rate Diamond Valley, and I think they're going to get up.
Just in case anyone calls, because people believe everything. I just
Trevor
thought
Lee
didn't
was
have a
not
glass.
standing.
Trevor
in the change room
Lee,
with a
he
glass.
did not have a glass to the door at half time. Just in case, he actually bugged the room before the game.
So if your personality's not there, don't call us.
Waverley Kilside.
Yeah.
12:30 p.m. Sunday at Waverley. Round 5 Waverley
That is
78.
going to be a cracker.
They defeated Kilside 67 at home. That
I'm
was
going
back
with
in
this.
the
Sorry.
Yeah,
This is
I
ridiculous.
don't want to miss
Huge
this one.
game.
I
What do
can't
you think?
wait to get out to
What do
this
you
game.
think?
I saw Kilside, mate. I'll tell you what. I think what I do think though, I think Waverley have a couple of options they can go to. Like if one doesn't fire, like if
Yeah.
Danny Dell doesn't fire, Matt McCarthy will. If he doesn't, Quiney will. If he doesn't, Abram will.
Yeah.
But Kilside, if Kyle Adam doesn't play well, they won't win. That being said, Seldom doesn't even play well. He's usually.
So you go up to Kilside?
Oh, I think I'm leaning towards the Cobras at the moment.
Well, you can't sit on the fence during.
I'm not. I've just leaned. I've leaned off the fence.
Okay, so
I
you've fallen off.
Yeah, I fell over.
Good.
I'm going the other way, and look, maybe it's just because I saw Waverley play on the weekend. When they got going, they were absolutely sensational. I think this is going to be one of the best games across the whole competition.
Yeah, it's huge.
Finals this Sunday, so get out and see the best under 23 kids in the state
Yep.
going against
You
each
got-
other, but I'm tipping Waverley.
I've got a lot of respect for Kilsyth.
Yeah.
I think there's some exceptionally talented young players down there. I think the best thing that could have happened to Waverley and their championship prospects happened by drawing Sherbrooke
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
They ran themselves into form.
Yeah,
they
true.
didn't take the foot off the gas. They used the opportunity to get everyone back up and going. I think Waverley wins, and we will look back this time after the final if Waverley get it, and we'll go that first game against Sherbrooke.
that was
They
it.
just had the opposition on toast, and
Yeah.
they used it to get themselves back up.
So you're going Kilsyth Diamond Valley final. We're going
Yeah.
Waverley Diamond Valley final. Which either way that
It's
goes,
gonna
it's
be
going to be
fantastic.
sensational.
It's going to be good.
And I'm sure Hawthorn will have something to say about that.
Yes.
Now, awards night,
Yeah.
September 21.
Yep. Hit up stickytickets.com.au/Big V. Get on tickets because they're going.
Jump on the YouTube channel and check out the Big V finals promo as well. It's
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Ooh, what's that about?
No, it's just a bit of a hype up for finals.
Yeah.
All right. Is it good, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, who did that?
Gets the blood running.
Don't know.
It's good, is it? Who did that?
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Go on, slap some sticky tickets on yourself. Here we go. See you next week. Good luck to all the teams this week in VYC men and women grand finals. That's what we're talking about right here next week on Big V TV. See you then.